People we know they feed you, always the first to talk about your life. Look at the irony, shame you for public, on the beg you for side. Don't get it twisted, oh. I know the kids ask you that shit is not healthy. Keeping my distance, oh. Some people are worse than pandemic. If it go cause my peace, then I go take my leave. If it no be money, do not disturb me please. If it go cause my peace, that's some expensive shit, oh. If it no be money.
Yeah. How are you feeling? Good morning. My name's Kevin Kasoma. Today is the 30th of March 2023. I mean, we're coming to the end of the month. And it's just one of those mornings where we come with a vibe, to give you the vibe, wake you up in a very amazing and, awesome way. Breeze at 6 with Kevin and
Helena. Kevin, how are you doing? How are you doing?
Man, I'm really feeling good. I'm doing great. I don't know about you. Are you feeling good?
I'm really feeling okay. Do you know, today as I was coming here, I met a certain boy crying like, these kids that have been taken to school. I think it's not their thing. Like a certain brother was like pushing his brother to go to school, but he was all crying. What? Like seriously, he was all crying. It's this is not my thing, man.
Well, me, I can relate. Like the song we started with in the beginning. It is what it is by Adekule Gold. So, man, in most cases, you just look at those things and you're like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, school has never been really, something that people look up to apart from me. I mean, the other name of mine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I mean, we're not here to discuss about schools. I don't think I have a school as yet, but maybe in the future. Never know,
All right, a very good morning, dear listener, and welcome to MCI Radio.
Exactly.
This is Breeze at 6 with me and Kevin.
By the way, do you know it's 9:33 in the morning, and we're coming with the vibe. I feel your energy. Yeah. You had what for breakfast? Cereal, porridge.
My breakfast was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. How? Some of us, actually, what's your morning? What's your morning schedule when you wake up?
Of course, first is praying. Actually, praying again, go
praying to who exactly? Because these days
God, of course. Whom do you expect me to be praying to?
Well, I mean, I don't expect you to be I have no expectations, but the only expectation I have is from our sponsor. He expects us to give him some credit. So shout out to K&K Concepts for putting money in this thing, because I mean, if it wasn't for that, you have the passion and everything, but I don't think things would be moving smoothly the way things are going. But anyway, moving forward, I used a Border B. They call them Border B, but they're basically motorcycles as I was coming, and I noticed it actually looks like it's going to rain. So in case you're planning to leave your house, you might find it wise to maybe move with an umbrella or something like that, because I don't see much hopes of the sun being so out there like the other days. But we were discussing last night, and I was telling you, the headlines are looking crazy, and in my head I'm just like, so what's that one story that really stood out for you in today's headlines?
Of course, I had to go internationally.
International.
Just now, in the international news, I'm seeing Pope Francis in hospital. Pope Francis. In hospital with respiratory infection.
Oh, yeah.
The source says Pope Francis has a respiratory infection and will need to spend a few days in hospital in Rome. That's Vatican,
Vatican. Oh, well, I mean, we really send our well wishes to him. We hope he gets better. Well, actually, for me, when I saw the headline, this was New Vision. This is New Vision, today's headline. UPDF deploys 1,000 troops against the M23, the M23 rebel group in Goma. Now, of course, Goma is DRC Congo. And of course, we understand that we already have troops there for Operation Shuja, and they are deploying there more troops. So, I mean, that's actually an interesting story for me that, I want to follow up and see what's up. And also, Kazimba Mugalu?
Yeah.
Who is Kazimba Mugalu?
Kazimba Mugalu is how do they call Anglican leaders? Yeah. I'm there.
Yeah. You're there. You're there. I mean, Church of Uganda. You're there. So anyway,
Bishop, something like that.
Yeah, so he writes to government over defiant bishops. So in case you are thinking you're the only defiant person, bishops can also be defiant. And that is something that was new to me. Like when I read that, I'm like, I have to, get time after this and I read, more about this. But you told me you had something you wanted us to discuss today. What was that?
What I wanted us to discuss about was about toxic relationships.
Toxic relationships.
There is this trending story of...
Why are you attacking me? Okay.
There is this trending story of girls breastfeeding snakes. How? It's so disgusting.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Snakes?
Yeah. They go for rich men and they be like
okay. So it has
they
to
become
do
slaves, and
it has to do
to an
with rich
extent of
men,
even starting to feed snakes. Can you imagine?
I can't imagine, man. me I fear snakes, so if you're telling me to start imagining, I don't want to imagine like real snakes. Well, anyway, the thing with toxic relationships, my personal view when it comes to those, of course it can be really nice in the moment, but then I mean, it's not really good for your mental health, and also maybe the person that you're going to meet after that, because I mean, these things affect us in the long run. So
your mental health is key in this.
Yeah. Your mental health is key. So anyway, I don't know about you, but I hope you're feeling mentally okay.
Yeah, mentally okay.
Yeah, mentally okay. And of course, you're listening to Breeze at 6 this morning with Helena and Kevin. You know what it is. So our social media handles, you can follow us, hit us up if you have maybe reviews, if you have comments, you have things maybe you want us to talk about in the future, you can follow us up. I mean, MCI radio on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and everywhere else. But then I think you're a fan of news, so I think you should call in your friends, because
and of course right about now we are going to the news at MCI Radio.
Yeah, but don't forget to stay tuned to MCI Radio. After the news, more interesting programming continues on MCI Radio.
Breeze at 6 with Kevin and Utaka.
MCI Radio for the most accurate news.
We on fire.
Bringing you fun, sports, and entertainment.
Keeping it real, 100.
Incredible.
Every day something new happens. Every time something occurs. The past, the future not forgotten. The news live on.
Good morning to you, our dear listener. Thank you for keeping it locked on MCI Radio. It is exactly 5 minutes to 10 a.m., Thursday, 30th March 2023. I am Chirabo Serena Efrans with the news in English. The headlines. UPDF kills another senior army ADF commander. Pope Francis spends the night in the hospital. The Media Challenge Initiative kicks off the second week of their fellowship program. The news in details. The Ugandan Army UPDF has yet again carried out another surprise attack in which it has killed another senior army commander in the ranks of the ADF, inside the thick forests of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Described as a big fish in the ranks of the ADF rebel group, Seka Wankaba was killed in an operation carried out at around 1:30 p.m. in Malika Valley in eastern DRC. Over the weekend, the Ugandan army announced that it had killed 20 ADF fighters in the surprise attack under Operation Shuja. Pope Francis spent the night in a hospital in Rome, where the 86-year-old leader of the Catholic Church will continue receiving treatment on Thursday for what the Vatican has said is a respiratory infection. The Media Challenge Initiative, a non-profit organization that is aimed at skilling, mentoring, and empowering young journalists, has embarked on the second week of the Media Challenge Fellowship Program, dubbed the Participatory Youth Radio Program Training. Our reporter Nyakato Faith is on ground to give us the details.
The Media Challenge begins their week 2 of the fellowship with participatory youth radio training at Garuga Country Resort, with an aim of bridging the skill gap of professionalism in the media space. This has been prompted by the high number of presenters and radio journalists in the media industry. For a media outlet that focuses on solution story, this program is a training space for next generation journalists who will execute their responsibilities effectively in making the world a better place. Standing next to me is one of the fellows that has gone through the radio week. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Edith Wanyenya, a fellow.
From which university?
I'm from Makere University.
How important is this week to your career?
Oh, this week is very important. The radio week is very important to me. Why? Because as a journalist who loves keeping her privacy, I feel like this is a platform for me to share my voice to very many people without being like part of, without putting myself out there.
Thank you so much. What are your future plans after this fellowship?
Well, this fellowship means a lot to me. Why? Because we already have blogs, so I plan on making my blog very rich with multimedia stories, and my emphasis is on solutions journalism. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Faith Nyakato reporting for MCI Radio.
Thank you so much, Faith. Thank you so much, our dear listener, for tuning into MCI Radio. That was the news in English. Please keep it here for the continuation of the Breeze at 6.
Every day, something new happens. Every time, something occurs. The past, the future not forgotten. The news live on.
The Breeze at 6 with Kevin and Utaka.
Yeah, that was the news. Thank you for keeping it locked, MCI Radio. Well, thank you very much for to our wonderful news anchor and reporter, that is Serena and
France.
Yeah, Serena F. France. Very interesting name, and Faith as well. But as we come to the conclusion of the show, I like the news basically because you actually having that bias on me of liking the news. But as we conclude, something just caught my attention. As the news was ongoing, I've read a report from Walnut News, and it actually says government officials from Uganda, they received huge sums of money for the Commonwealth Games, while athletes received peanuts. What do you think should be done in cases like that? Because
government received money.
Government officials. Officials. You understand? Yeah. So, these things, they keep on happening day in, day out. And, I feel like they just really go just like that. But, of course,
so what do you think? You think the money should be given to the
well, that's not... Have you ever taken money, like free money?
Yeah.
Yes. I always take free money. It's very hard to, take it back. So, what I think that we can do, because these athletes, they need justice. You've put in the work, you've gone for the trainings, you've, gone...
Let me hope it won't happen like the one happened to Mawati.
You like sensitive things. But anyway, I think that we as journalists, I feel like amplifying these stories, talking about them, I feel like they can have an impact.
Yeah, they can.
I mean, we have a full show Monday to Friday. I mean, MCI Radio, K&K Concepts is putting in the money. I mean, why wouldn't we do that as well? So that is something actually important that we should take note. So as we conclude the show, I mean, what are your final remarks? As because I'm planning from here I want to go and I Netflix and chill. So I don't know about you.
I would like to leave one word to the listener. Have you given anyone hope today? Like if you find like the story I said, like how I found this brother pushing his little brother going to school, like and a certain man said, young man, don't cry, put a smile on your face, one day you're going to become a president. And I think that pushed him and he stopped crying, like he had to just go to school. So have you given anyone hope today? I leave it to you, dear listener.
Well, that's amazing. Well, anyway, me personally, I don't believe in motivational speakers because I mean everyone has something to say. But all I can just leave you with, like, just do your thing. Just do your thing. If it's not affecting anyone, but it's moving you forward, like, just do your thing, and just get it. I like what he's saying. Let's go, like, moving forward. So I think that's it from us.
Some people need to be pushed.
Yeah, some people need to be pushed, but what kind of pushing are we talking about, really? Because you can try pushing someone, like, but if they don't want to be pushed,
like, some people need a help hand, like you can't attempt, they can't do themselves, like
anyway, we all have two hands. I always give a hand. So and I've given you hope. By the way, you're talking about giving hope. I've given you hope, but I mean, just stay tuned into MCI Radio every day, Monday to Friday. We're talking about 9:30 a.m.
till, and this is Breeze at
till 9:50 a.m. I mean, we always here, we giving you the vibes, informative, and like everything that has to do with waking you up in the morning. You might be listening, you in your car, you in your office, you at home. People be at home by this time, you waking up, but nevertheless we do our thing.
Okay, by concluding, I would like to wish our brother Chizzy a happy belated birthday. And if you're celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you. Yeah,
I celebrate my birthday every month, so happy birthday to me as well. But anyways, have a blessed morning. Goodbye.